Hello everybody, welcome to this very early morning flight. It's approximately 5 o'clock in the morning local time, Central European local time, and we are performing the another category C airport, which is Santorini. It is a special charter flight, and yeah, we can jump into the cockpit and make the pre-flight preparation. We just look at the journey log if there is something written about it. About the malfunction of the systems, there is nothing stated about malfunctions, so airplane is fully okay. So now we can make a preliminary. So battery switch on, 24 voltage. Alternate flap switch guarded position, hydraulic panel set, wipers park, gear down, trigger in, and now we can go via GPU, for example. So we can connect to the GPU and perform the fire tests, because each kilogram to save it's perfect. So okay, so now we have ground power on bus, can perform the fire tests, fall detection is okay. Fire tests are okay. Check the bottles if they are filled of fluid. Okay. It's perfect. Now we can test. The cargo fire, we can go up. PSIO light is not illuminated, that's a very good sign. That's perfect. Put the ERSC service interphone off, EEC, it's okay, reversers are okay, crew oxygen is fine. Okay, that's perfect. Circuit breakers, gear pins, safety equipment, documentation, everything is on board. So preliminary procedure completed, and now we can continue with the pre-flight procedure. So yield damper on, you can go through it like this one. Emergency exit light on, window heat on. Pressurization mode selector auto, and we will check what will be our cruising level, will be 370. Santorini landing is approximately 100. Lights are okay. This is quite fine. Crew oxygen tested 100%. Auto brake. Auto RTO, reset the fuel flow. Set up the VHF panel. Always remember you have to follow the scan flow procedure, that's why it's pre-flight procedure, and pre-flight and in-flight scan procedure we are making. Okay, so or let's say we are performing this kind of procedure. Okay, weather radar, ADC to 2000 standby, that's okay. We are preparing for refueling. Okay, so refueling, and if you look at the page number 1 from the operational flight plan, we should take care about 8,300 kilograms but we are far beyond the limits, so 9,000 kilograms will be okay for us. So 9,000 kilograms, it's okay. Okay, we can ask just for the catering. Okay, so we may start the refueling. Refueling is in progress. That's perfect. So what we may start? We may start to fill the FMC. We have Lima, Zulu, India, Bravo, airport. We have gate number 9. I think it was gate number 9. The position is confirmed. Okay. So Santorini, activate, execute. We have Sky Travel, 6 Golf Echo. Sky Travel 6 Golf Echo. We will check what is our ATIS information, but it's only the METAR, but I guess it was ATIS. Okay, variable 1 node. Light rain scattered 4000 broken, 4600 temperature to QNH 1013. So we will pick up the runway 0 for departure. So departure Vamok 04 Vamok 1 Zulu, departure, activate, execute. 360 as far as I remember. 370, okay. So 370, transition 10,000. That's okay. And now we have cost index of 30. That's quite nice cost index. It's somewhere between high speed and low speed. And we have cruise wind condition 26740. 740, and we have -2 is a deviation. -7 and -5 was talking. -2, so -58. -58 is a deviation, so this point of view we are prepared, so we can perform the light test. Okay, light test was performed. Takeoff config warning as well. Quite good. So in case of engine failure, we are going to 1200, which is acceleration, engine out, acceleration altitude, and we are turning to Janoce VOR. VOR, and regarding to the departure, initial climb clearance is 5000. Heading is 040. Heading is 040, and we have Vamok 1 Zulu departure. So we'll check the Wamog 1 Zulu. Wamog 1 Zulu. We are proceeding straight ahead to this NDB and then to Yanot CVOR on 110. So 110. In case of relanding 310, which is our runway in case of relanding. Everything is fine, it's okay. So 110.8, 110.8 is on standby, and OKR 3901. That we have. We put it into the first officer side, on my side as well, and in case of relanding, runway 31. So 310 we have, and the frequencies are 110.7, 07, 107. Perfect. So we can make a pre-flight checklist. Once the pre-flight checklist is done, so how it looks like with the refueling, we'll check it. Okay, so we have approximately 1,000 kilograms to go. It's early morning flight. Very early morning. As you can see, right now it's 4 o'clock UTC. Okay, never mind. For time being, we can request the stairs. We can request the bus and put the passengers to the bus. And 143 we have packs. So we have refueling completed. We may release the fuel truck. Refueling completed. Okay, that's perfect. So we may start the boarding and start the APU as well. We can make it from central tank. You can see how much we will take. 2.9. So 1,000 and 1,900. It's a little bit rainy condition, but basically it's okay. So I'm waiting for the performance calculator. and then we will see. So passengers are boarding. I need to get rid of catering services. We don't need them anymore. Okay, we can start loading the front compartment. Okay, the bus is it's in unusual vertical position. Okay, so we have AP available. We put AP on bus. Start timing. Okay, so what will be our okay, so we'll turn with nose to the right, so tilt to the left position, and via alpha and delta to holding point of runway 04. Okay, we may start loading the baggage as well. And I have very weak performance calculation tool. So if I put the when runway E1, the V rotate and V1 is the same, which is not true actually, because if you have at the runway, your accelerate stop distance available due to aquaplaning will be much higher, so that's why the V speeds are lowering, okay, comparing to rotate speed, okay. So I need to somehow not interpolate, but I will make a little bit some kind of different procedure, but it's still valid. Okay, so and I don't know how many meters is this one. It should be approximately 10 meters, then start turn. Okay. So So all the passengers are on board. I can make it a little bit warm up the cabin for passengers, for passenger comfort. Okay, the doors are closed and we still have approximately 7,000 kilograms to go from the aft compartment. So we have night flight, so logo lights on in order to shine. So we can make it bright to dim position. I will leave the dome light for takeoff as well, because if I completely turn it off, I don't see the lights here. If I put it like this one, I remember that I don't see the lights. Ah, I see it somehow, okay. Because the last flight I cannot find the lights here, but I have as well retractable landing lights over here, and it was hard to me to click for it. Okay, so now we can make a load sheet. So we have 66.5 kilograms. So five. Let's see what we will calculate. That's what I was talking about. Flaps 5, 24K engines. That's okay. 24K engines, flaps 5. .5, and now we can make it like this one. We can put the wet, the 132, and now we are taking the V speeds from calculator. It's 139 or 147. 147, and now we have the V speed for wet runway, and the rest is okay. That's quite perfect. So what we can do right now, release ground power and release the stairs, and via menu, actions, pushback, Dart L, 9 degrees, 10 meters. I will put. Okay, so before takeoff procedure. It's perfect. Okay. So now we have to ask for ATC for pushback. So transponder on mode Charlie. Once we've got the ATC clearance, can put the anti-collision lights on, and now we should be ready for pushback. Okay, so what I forget to put there, it's 147. This is the early morning mistakes. Okay, so we can make engine start procedure, start engine number 2, start the block time. Okay, 25. Watch the EGT within 10 seconds, should be rising. So, starter cut out, start engine number 1. Wow, perfectly, 10 meters. Okay, brakes are set. And we have temperature only 2 and light rain, but now it's not raining, and the surface of the taxiway, I will make it like non-standard way. As you can see, the surface is dry. If the surface is wet and we have minus or let's say plus 2 degrees, we should use the engine anti-ice for our performance calculation, but now it's not raining and the surface is dry, so we are completely okay. So flaps 5. Okay, we can check the hydraulics, fluid and everything. It's okay, so we can perform the before taxi procedure. No, I don't see the okay, should okay, there you go. The isolation valve works properly, so we can switch off the APU bleed. Engine start switches to continuous. We can perform the flight control test. Elevator, ailerons checked, rudder checked. Okay, so now we may disconnect the APU and blank lower display and press recall. Okay, so we have air conditioning and we have zone temperature. That was I talking about. If you guys are flying from cold destination, like the temperature is near the zero or below the zero, do not hurry with the cabin temperature within too hot, otherwise you have zone temperature. So what we can do right now, we'll put it into the colder side. Okay, we'll leave it 1 minute. The QRH procedure slightly differs, so we'll leave it for time being. But anyway, we can start the taxi, because I'm pretty sure that we will solve the situation. It's only overheated duct supply, which is going to our cabin. Okay, so right side is clear. Okay, so before takeoff procedure, weather radar, traffic, reset fuel flow. And before takeoff, checklist, flaps 5 green lights, stabilizer trim 5.7 unit set. So before takeoff, checklist completed. And right now what we can do, can press the trip reset, and now we go back to normal auto position. So our issue was solved. If you have pack trip off, you need to select the warmer temperature in order to reduce the pack workload. But in our case, there was too much hot air, which is going to duct supply. Okay, that's why it was zone temperature light coming up. Okay. Okay, so lineup procedure, left side is clear, runway 04 identified. That's okay. From right side there shouldn't be any traffic because it's not allowed at night. Okay, we start the flight time, rolling takeoff. So stabilized, takeoff, and one toga we have.
knots.
80 knots checked. One rotate.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. Okay, so we can go to 1300. Flight level 130, for example, or 120. Can make it 120. So now we have L now. We passed 400 already. It's my fault. We have climb thrust. Speed trim system is working, that's perfect. Little bit adjust the heading. Okay, so we may accelerate. Flaps up speed. Okay, so flaps 1. We can flaps up. I don't know why is there MCP speed altitude acquired. Okay, but anyway, we put there V now. We have V of altitude. I don't know why. Doesn't work somehow. So now we have V now speed. Okay, I was playing and I was overshooting the L now. Sometimes it is a bug of the PMDG, I notice it, that there is no altitude or no speed restriction, or let's say no altitude restriction, and you've got the VNAV altitude or MCP altitude, and it has something in common with your initial approach altitude, so autopilot engaged anyway. So it has something in common with your initial altitude which you put into the FMC, and no matter how what was the restriction. Okay, so if you revert it just after takeoff, for example, from on your ATC controller on VATSIM give you another initial altitude, for example 5 or 4 levels higher, that you have the previous altitude, it remembers the previous altitude and leave it like it is now. And now, as you can see, we are approaching, I guess it was 5000 feet, but I'm not pretty sure. Okay, and in this case you have a problem. Okay, so engine anti as we have, that's perfect. That's why I a little bit deviate, because I was hand flying and something like that happens. Okay, so we have transition altitude set standard, altimeter's reading is okay, can reset the minimums, we can switch off the lights and logo light as well. We can adjust the cabin temperature a little bit, and now we are out of the cloud, so engine anti-ice should be enough position. Okay, so now it's okay. So now we can revert to flight level 370, and now it's working properly. Okay, it's some kind of the bug of the PMDG. Okay, so we are above the clouds and at climb speed, so we can release the cabin. So fasten belt to auto position. Shortly reaching zero fuel in center tank, so the center tank fuel pumps shortly will coming off. In real airplane, if you have condition like this, okay, and you have, for example, 30 kilograms in the center tank, now there is a scavenge jet pump which operates itself, and it sucks all the rest of the fuel from the center tank, but it's not modeled, not even the PMDG, but as well in ZIB mode. So sometimes it's happened when you put the altitude intervention, when you have this kind of situation just after departure, but be aware, if there is any altitude restriction, you will delete this altitude restriction. So maybe I try to put the reselect the VNAV, so make it VNAV and VNAV back again, okay, and put the VNAV back, okay. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, so you have to revert to level change and then back go to the VNAV, for example. Once it happened to me to put the speed intervention, which have absolutely no logic, okay, and so that's why I put first speed intervention, no logic, okay. So I will go to altitude intervention because I know that we were not restricted. So that's why I was flying with one hand, and another hand I was pressing the mouse, and that's result to the situation that I was out of LNAV departure, but anyway, it was okay. So we will climb to en route climb speed, and we can check, for example, if we have any ice accumulation on the leading edge devices. So wing lights to on position, and we can check it from this side. It's as well not good modeled because you have to see all the leading edge device, okay. The light is in a real airplane is shining all the leading edge device up to now, okay, all the way you can see it. It's not shining to the engine, it's shining to the leading edge device to see all the leading edge device, because the purpose of this light is it's to see if you have any contaminants on leading edge device in order to use the wing anti-ice, okay. It's not the purpose to I don't know what to to see the airplane, or for passengers, hey, this is our wing. No, it's not true. This light has only main two purposes. One is for captain to go walk around to see the leading edge device, and another purpose is to see the leading edge device in flight in order to remove the contaminants, if there are any. And also, I will put the dome lights. If you turn on these lights, okay, no matter if it is LED lights or you turn on fixed and retractable lights during landing and night, it shines a little bit more that it's modeled right over the PMDG. So right now the light is not shining as in a real airplane. Okay, in a real airplane you can see far in front of you, but here you basically see nothing, and you can see when you're 50 feet above the threshold, you can see some elements of the runway, but that's it. So maybe these are three things which I would like to point out on the PMDG, or let's say Microsoft Flight Simulator. I know the weather radar, it's hard nutshell. It's hard to somehow make it or let's say it's hard to make it working. Okay, so that's why it's in op. Um, mm, if it is if it is easy, it will be modeled. Okay, but as I saw, the Phoenix has the same problem, the PMDG has the same problem, so there is the problem interaction between these two developers and Asobo in order to make a proper weather radar. Okay, and another thing, there is no clear air turbulence, there is no turbulence presented in cumulus clouds. Okay, especially when you see cumulonimbus clouds, you can easily fly through it. Okay, in real life, it's absolutely nonsense to fly into the cumulonimbus clouds, because otherwise you can break all your damage all your surfaces, wings, and for example fin or horizontal stabilizer, and so on. So elevator as well, no matter which part of the airplane is it, and you can easily damage your window with the hails and so on, and it is present in the severe turbulence, so it will be okay if the turbulence is it's modeled as well in these clouds, because it's kind of funny situation that you fly into the clouds which are cumulus nimbus or cumulus congestus. Okay, these two clouds are very dangerous. Okay, the base cumulus clouds are not so problem. It's presented as well, the turbulence, for 100% sure, but in this particular two clouds there is a heavy turbulence, so or let's say a severe turbulence. Okay, so we are approaching RVSM airspace, flight level 290. Okay, primary flight display, altimeter, and primary flight display on first officer side are okay, so basically that's fine. We are approaching, and standby, it's okay. autopilot flight director system we have, engine anti-ice off and wing anti-ice off. That's perfect. Remember, do not put the wing anti-ice above the flight level 350, otherwise you are in trouble, okay, with pressurization, because there are so much air coming from the engine to the wing body, okay. So we are shortly reaching our cruising level. Okay, forget to switch it. Okay, I will check with the Lex page. We have loopis point and overhead loopis point. We should have step climb to flight level 380. Okay, so onboard alerting service is working, so that's another conditions to meet the RVSM airspace. Loop is 380. Okay. So I will put the loopies to the Lex page. Put it overhead Janoce and I put Santorini and approximately 250 nautical miles, and then we'll start to prepare ourselves for descent and landing. Okay, so if we have FNC speed, we now have path. So in flight scan, transformer rectifiers are working, standby power, it's okay, generator 1, generator 2, it's perfect. We can go down, fasten belts, auto position, all light, this is heating, okay. No door lights illuminates, okay, so we can warm up the cabin back again. We'll see if the zone temperature comes out. If the zone temperature comes out, that should be some problem. So when we will come back to the Bratislava airport, which is our home base, we'll see. We will tell the maintenance that we have problem with zone temperature. Into duct supply, okay, into the cabin. It's this one, okay. So as you can see, the duct supply, it's quite high. It's 31 degrees of centigrade, so I will leave it like this one in order to avoid. So 370, this is okay. The lights match our condition. We have 370, 370, 1, 2, 3 times, that's perfect. Brake accumulator pressure is fine. We have a little bit low on hydraulic system A, engine instruments, they're quite fine, so and everything is okay. So in-flight scan completed, and now I will check what's going on with these failures. Okay, so we have one active failure, and this failure it's system A refill required. Okay, so we are low on. We have to refill it in Santorini airport on the way back, the hydraulic fluid. Okay, so see you before the top of the descent point, and yeah, that's it. And then we will talk about a little bit more about the Santorini airport, okay? Okay guys, so welcome back. We are approximately 18 nautical miles prior to the top of descent point, and now what is the special of Santorini? Well, there is basically nothing special, and yeah, well, the Santorini airport is basically the same as all the Greece airports. So we must encounter with unexpected wind shear conditions coming from the left or right side, depending of our approach which we are arriving. for example runway 33 or runway 15, and basically that's it. As we can look at the general part of the briefing, there is nothing unusual stated right over there. So the first of all, the landing distance available for us, it's approximately 2125 meters. Okay, so I was trying to consider which auto brake I should use, but I will go for auto brake 3 and a flap 30 due to possible wind shear conditions, but it's early in the morning. But the Greece Islands are well known that, for example, if you are flying in either Rhodos airport, you should have the wind shear conditions as well. So so in order to be prepared, so I'll put flap 30, okay, and make it with a higher auto brake system. Okay, so that's it. Regarding to approach, I will choose the runway 15, and runway 15 we have final approach track 155 155 and Santorini VOR 110.4 110.4, and I will put it as well on this side, okay, in order to see the DME distances. MDA slash DA, or let's say DA slash MDA, it's approximately 1250 I put there for height loss, okay. And the misapproach procedure, it's quite complicated, but it leads us back to the Corax point. So I will make it, if there are any possible go around, to turn left as soon as practicable into track 315, intercept and follow radial 360 for Sierra November India, which is Santorini VOR, at DME 14, turning back and follow the radial 355 to Corax. So basically I will go to Corax and make an holding overhead the Corax and prepare for another landing. Okay, so this will be our strategy. Descent angle, it's quite steeper. Okay, from this side it's 3.3 degrees, so I would like to be stable as much as possible, and VFR we are 2400 meters. Anyway, the last med report at Santorini was basically zero wind condition, but it can change. Okay, zero wind condition and QNH 1017, temperature 15, and that's it. Okay, basically few clouds over there. So I put here, as you can see, the runway 15 and Pexat 1 Charlie. Okay, so we have Pexat 1 Charlie arrival. As you can see, it leads us to Corax waypoint. Okay, so this will be our routing, and basically that's it. So we can, for example, make a shortcut to Nevra point. Now go to fix page, and we can delete this number. So we have slide of crosswind component, only 6 knots, that's basically okay. Okay, what else to explain? Airplane status is okay. We know that we have a little bit problem with the hydraulic quantity of system A, so we are fully aware of this fact. So we'll see just after landing how it looks like. And for example, how much fuel we have to hold over at, for example, Corax point. We have holding fuel available for 36 minutes, and in this case our destination alternate it's Athena, okay, airport, Lima Golf Alpha Victor. So it's early morning flight. I just woke up, so from Peksan we are going to DME 40 from Mike India Lima Victor VOR, and then we are turning to initial approach fix, and Corax is initial approach fix. If the wind suddenly changes, there was depicted somewhere over general part that we should commence another approach. So circle to land, it's forbidden, but visual for runway 33 it's not forbidden. But I will switch into the VOR Bravo or VOR Alpha, depends on the situation right now. So I will. Okay, so weather is nearly the same, zero wind conditions, and temperature rise a little bit, 16, that's it, and QNH is still the same, 1017. So we can reset the MCP altitude. For example, 200. We can descend now, okay. Perfect. So what we have here? Passenger address system, interphone, 3 gear pins, okay. In real life we are using 4 and 1 is for nose wheel steering, in case there is missing on the airport. And here you can have the secondary jump seat, crash exits, and this one it's PB, it's portable device unit, and it is using when we have the fire, okay. It's some kind of the mask or a helmet or I don't know the word in English, and you put it on your head in order to protect yourself while moving within the cabin. So now we check the pressurization. Differential pressure is dropping down, that's perfect. Cabin altitude as well, and cabin rate of descent as well, that's perfect. The airport elevation is 123, so you can put it either 100 or 150, whatever you like. It's completely up to you. So the runway should be somewhere in front of us, over here. And from Pixant Point we can go to 3600 feet, or 3500 feet, okay, so that's it. 3500 to Corax, okay. And this should be as well the altitude for the initial approach fix. No, intermediate fix, okay, 3500. And final approach fix is Corax. And it should be a DME9. So we can put DME9 into the fix page from SnivUR. We'll make it with a different way. And this should be our remember to decelerate, okay. So we are slightly approaching flight level 100. I will put, for example, flight level 60, because the transition is 5000, so and we may turn on the light system. have some discrepancy in the database, as I can see. As you will see, these two waypoints are not connected into each other from Pexan to Korax point. But it should be okay. But anyway, we will fly in this case. What's crucial to fly with heading select and VOR and set the VOR, press VOR. Okay, so we can go to 3500. We can turn right over here and make it via heading select. It's a little bit unusual, but where you have heading select, you shouldn't use the VNAV, okay? So you should use the level change, or you can use any other mode, but I assume it's a little bit closer, so I will leave it in the VNAV. And there's some intersection point, okay. Anyway, okay, so we are approaching the Korax, okay, make it standard and make it via VOR. Pre-select it. Okay, 3500, and 3500 is as well the misapproach altitude, okay. And Korak is 3000 feet. Okay, so we have VOR captured. We may start to decelerate, flaps 1, and we can go to Korax to 3000 feet. We should be on the vertical speed, okay? We shouldn't be on the V now, but so far we are visually, so it's okay. As you can see, the leading edge device is extended. That's fine, that's okay. And as well, as you can see, 3000 feet over at Korak is fine. So I will leave it like now. Okay, so in Greece Island, do not mess which runway is which. what is the taxiway and what is the runway. Okay, so as you can see right now, on the left side, okay, is the runway. Okay, so we are approaching to Corax Point. Just our FAF, we can go to MDA 1300. If the VNAV logic doesn't allow to us, we can go to vertical speed. Okay, gear down, flaps 15, arm the speed brakes, cabin crew landing position. Okay, now we can revert. As you can see, altitude hold, that's what I was expected. Okay, so 3500. That was exactly what I was expected. Flap 30 and 149er. Put 900 feet per minute. Okay, I'll disconnect it, my airplane. Or let's say I have control in depending on your company procedure. Again, I have without my interaction I have command as well, so it's not good sign. Okay, it's some kind of the bug in the airplane. Yeah, and now I feel comfortable. I have airplane in my hand.
Approaching minimums.
Minimums landing, we are a little bit high on profile. Again, a little bit high. There is a displace threshold, so do not mess. Okay. So speed brakes up. Full reverse. Okay, auto brake disarm. 60 knots, closing thrust reverse. Closing the speed brakes as well. Okay, and now we are leaving the active runway. So stop the flight time. Start the APU. Okay, so flaps up and transponder to squawk mode Charlie. So welcome to Santorini Airport. We made it successfully. So, what are the stands? We can make it via Echo. No, it should be for general aviation parking. We will make it via Delta to stand number 4, 3 or 5. Delta or Delta or Charlie, okay? So 3 minutes of engine cooling was quite well. So AP on bus. There was some upslope, okay. Okay, so we'll pick up stand number 4, as there is somebody standing out of there. Okay man, but I have to stop right over here. Perfect. And this is the sign for cut down the engines. Okay, so auto brake set and engine start lever cut off, so that's perfect. Perfect. So welcome to Santorini Airport, and that's it, guys. So I hope you liked the video, and if I can make it, I will make it the outside view for the landing. So if there is something behind this video, so look at the outside, the view from the outside. Okay, so thank you very much for watching and have a nice day.